Yo, what's up, you guys? Welcome to Team of the Week number 35. And it is probably one of the weirdest Team of the Weeks. First of all, I have to say that the Bundesliga and La Liga seasons have now ended. So this is going to be the last Team of the Weeks that we get from these leagues. And yeah, and Premier League ends tomorrow. So there isn't much Team of the Week left. But I will keep making these videos up until EA say that there's no more Team of the Week. I don't care how bad these Team of the Weeks get. I will keep going until EA just stop making them, alright? So let's start off in net. Sirigu. Now, it was 50-50 for the goalkeeper slot. I went with Sirigu, who had an 8.6 match rating and 8 saves in a game on the weekend for Torino. It was a 0-0 game. He kept clean sheet, so definitely I think he's going to get in. Next up, a hero card. Now, there's a lot of different types of special cards in this video, right? And you can clearly see that there's two hero cards here. Bornau is one of them. So let me explain this to you, right? So FC Cologne in the Bundesliga, they need a win. They just need a win. They can't draw the game and they can't lose the game. They need a win, and it's the 86th minute and it's 0-0. And this guy comes up and he scores, and they get all 3 points and they move on to the relegation playoff, which means they get saved from relegation if they can win a game against a lower division side, which they probably will win that game. And he saved them from instant relegation. Now they at least have a lifeline, so it's definitely for me a hero card. Next up, Andy Robertson. Now, again, a very important match. Liverpool needed all 3 points against Burnley, and they got them all. And Robertson got 2 assists as well. So definitely, I think that will be a Team of the Week. Rudiger up next. Now, he did concede though. Chelsea won 2-1 against Leicester, but he scored a goal and he had an amazing game. Like, it was all over Twitter. He was making insane runs. His accuracy was immense. He was just so good on that day, and he definitely deserves to get in. Next up, Banega. Once again in the Saudi League, he is smashing it. 1 goal, 2 assists in a 5-1 win. I'm not even sure how many he scores, man. Insane from Al Shabab and Banega right there. Next up, Kingsley Coman. I think he got 1 goal, 1 assist, and then he forced an own goal with the help of Gnabry. So I would say probably 1 goal, 2 assists if we were to be scientific. I don't know if that's the right word, but he definitely deserves to get in. He did recently get a team season though. That might hinder his chances, but he should get in. Now next, Stindl. I'm pretty much about 95% sure Stindl will get in. 3 assists and 1 goal in a 4-2 win for Mönchengladbach against Werder Bremen. So definitely he's going to get in. Next up, Nicolas Pepe. He scored twice as Arsenal won 3-1 against Crystal Palace. Definitely has a very good chance of getting in. I think he will. Next up, Goncalves from Sporting. He recently got team of the season, and I think that he'll get an inform right here. I think he's allowed to get an inform right here. He scored a hat-trick for Sporting, so hey, you never know. Next up, the main boy Haaland. He's everywhere. He's also recently got team of the season. 2 goals for him. Again, it was a big game, but it didn't really matter much as far as UCL spots or the league was concerned. But Dortmund did win the game 3-1 in the end. He scored twice. Next up, probably one of the cards you've been eyeing this whole time, Robert Lewandowski. He broke Jared Muller's record for 40 goals in one Bundesliga season by scoring 41 goals in a single season of the Bundesliga. People may say it's a farmers league, but still, that is a fantastic feat. Honestly, it's deserved. GG to Lewandowski and Bayern, of course. Next up, onto the bench we go now. We got Jensen from some Danish team. I'm not going to try to pronounce it, but he made a bunch of saves, so that's all there is to it. Next up, Diogo Leite from Porto in Portugal. I think they won 4-1. He scored once and kept a clean sheet. So, yeah. There you go. Next up, Zachariasen. I think he plays for Rosenborg. I could be wrong. Again, another Norwegian. There's 3 Norwegians in this team of the week. He's definitely gonna get in. He scored a hat trick, so he will probably get in. Next up, Thorst Fest. I probably said that wrong, but he plays for Genk in Belgium, and he scored 3 goals for them. Hat trick. So there's another Norwegian. So that's another hat trick for a midfielder from Norway. So I don't know, man. They're crazy. They're all crazy. Next up, Berisha, who also scored a hat trick for Salzburg there. Simple team of the week. Next up, Hugh for Pohang Steelers. He also scored a hat trick. Man, these hat tricks are flying in. Next up, another card you've probably been eyeing is Hans Vanaken for Club Brugge. Now, Club Brugge needed at least 1 point from their game to win the title in Belgium, and they got that point. Vanaken scored twice in that game in a 3-3 draw. So definitely, I think that's pretty heroic, and I think that warrants a hero card. Next up, we got Kaysen for Mainz, who got 1 goal, 1 assist for them. Fair enough. Economodis, mate, that sounds like some brand of octopus. I don't even know. But the Perth Glory winger, 1 goal, 1 assist for him. Very good match rating as well. Next up, Pires for Moriense. Another good performance. I think 2 goals for him. Tank 2 goals for him. Ufre, 2 goals for him. And Ufre's goals are very important. So they could land him a team of the week spot. And then finally, Dimata, who got 1 goal, 2 assists, I believe, for RCD Espanyol in a 4-1 win. That is the full team. Now on to the Silver Stars predictions, which is probably one of my most favorite things about team of the season at the moment. Just trying to predict the Silver Stars. Like, I've got no clue who's gonna get in. I can throw out my guesses and we can see if I'm right. We got Marcao from the Chinese League, Brazilian center forward. He scored a lot of goals. That's why he's here. Same thing with Wei Shihao. Scored a lot of goals. Same thing with Tanan actually. For Vitesse, he's been insane this season. Tanan definitely deserves the team this season, man. Carlson next. I believe he scored the winning goal against, I think it was PSV, so that could be a team of the week moments, or I mean team of the season moments. Just what I'm trying to say. And also Mesal Kaudi. I'll probably pronounce it wrong, let's be honest, but he scored 2 goals in 5 minutes against AZ, so that's definitely my front runner for the team season moments. But I still think Tanan deserves the most. Fleming also had a very insane season for Fortuna Sittard. So mate, I don't even know. Let's hope I get one right. Onto the contenders. We got Nat Phillips from Liverpool. I'm sure you can ask any Liverpool fan. He had an amazing game against Burnley. So he could beat Robertson in, but I don't think he will because Robertson's obviously higher rated. Next, Luke Ayling. He didn't score or assist, but he kept a clean sheet and he had very high match rating, so he's in there. Ben Sabaini, 1 goal and a clean sheet for him. So he has a pretty decent chance of getting in. Silicin, it was a 50-50 between Silicin and Sirigu. I went with Sirigu, but Silicin, I'm just going to throw him in here just in case. And finally, Benzema, 1 goal, 1 assist. It's pretty average for Benzema, to be honest. And it doesn't feel right because Atletico Madrid just won La Liga, so I don't think Benzema would get an info. It doesn't make much sense in my head. So that's gonna be the team for me. Let me know what you guys think. Investments wise, I would invest in Stindl maybe. Stindl is a very good investment. As far as any other investments go, I don't think there's many other good ones. Yeah, off the top of my head, none of these ones are amazing investments but Stindl, so definitely invest in Stindl. Let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe. See you guys in a bit. Peace.